In a study that was done on the satisfaction with sexual assault and domestic violence treatment centers in Ontario, a number of interesting findings based on disability status were revealed. 73% of women visited a center because of sexual assault, including by an intimate partner, while 26% visited a center because of domestic violence. In fact, 1 in 5 of the women and adolescent girls who presented to the sexual assault and domestic violence treatment centers lived with at least one disability. 20% had a cognitive disability, 44% psychological, 4% sensory, and 37% physical. However, 21% of women who were living with disabilities reported living with multiple disabilities, with the most common combination being psychological and physical. Women living with disabilities were more likely to sustain a physical injury during an assault. 53% of women living with disabilities were physically injured, versus 44% of women without disabilities. Women living with disabilities were more likely to be older, unemployed, lack support from friends and family, live alone, be homeless, and be separated, widowed, or divorced. This, in part, explains why only half of women living with disabilities were accompanied to a sexual assault and domestic violence treatment center. Women living with disabilities were overwhelmingly pleased with their care at the sexual assault and domestic violence treatment centers. 96% felt safe during their visit, 96% felt they were treated with respect, 97% rated overall care as excellent or good, and 96% would recommend the service they received. Despite high approval ratings, women did cite some concerns, such as privacy.
Coming through the emergency department was unnerving. A separate entrance would have been appreciated.
Discretion.
Emergency department nurses knew what happened and gave me the pity look.
Wait times.
It took a long time for someone to help me.